So Ukrainians living and doing business in South Africa are excited about their president's working visit. They're hoping President Volodymyr Zelensky's visit will bring some solutions to the Ukraine-Russia war while strengthening bilateral relations between the two nations. Zelensky will meet with President Cyril Ramaphosa on Thursday. Business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo has the details.
President Cyril Ramaphosa will roll out the red carpet for Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, who will be on a working visit to South Africa later this week. The Ukrainian Association of South Africa hopes the two leaders can put their heads together to find solutions to end the ongoing Ukraine-Russia war sooner rather than later.
South Africans are very good in negotiations, so through giving our messages and sharing South African experience in negotiations, maybe we can reach just peace for Ukraine.
Chief economist at the Agricultural Business Chamber, Wandile Sihlobo, says there is a lot more for the two agricultural powerhouses to discuss outside of geopolitical tensions. He says South Africa can play a vital role in the reconstruction of Ukraine when the war does end.
There is a conversation to be had from a business side. We know that before the war, Ukraine was exporting to the world products of anywhere between $40 to $60 billion. And this time around, then, we are looking at saying post-war, what will happen within the Ukrainian economy.
With South Africa already importing half of its annual wheat from Ukraine, according to Sihlobo, Olena McKay with Agrotech, a Ukrainian agricultural equipment supplier, says there's room for heightened trade.
Ukraine should be on the wheat import list as a priority, also due to our situation. Vice versa, where South Africa, for instance, is a major wine and citrus producer, it can be a primary supplier for the products into Ukraine.
There are opportunities in other sectors of the economy as well.
There is great opportunity to exchange on digital market and obviously mining. There are even now some South African engineers working in Ukraine and Ukrainian engineers working in South Africa.
The owner of Titanium Window Tint, which operates in Benoni, has been doing business in South Africa for over 2 decades and says the opportunities are endless for the two countries.
My experience in this time, in this country, it's like unlimited. We can start from tourism business up to the energy business. Also, we're talking mining, heavy industry, metallurgy, energy business, everything.
To unleash this potential, they all agree that travel between the two countries must be simplified.
They visit in South Africa. It was complicated between Ukraine and South Africa on the both sides. I meet a lot of South African people who also was complaining about this, go to Ukraine.
Sihlobo says South Africa has some leverage it can use to fast-track improving business and trade relations with countries like Ukraine.
I think South Africa, we are sitting now not only just as a country and as part of Africa, but also as a chair of the G20. And I think that linking the conversation that we have, as well as arguing for peace and the other things, even from the structures around the G20, is something that perhaps maybe the leadership of the country would probably reflect on.
President Cyril Ramaphosa had a call with Russian President Vladimir Putin on the ongoing war ahead of Zelensky's state visit. According to Reuters, Putin highlighted that Russia needs to address the root causes of the conflict and ensure Russia's security interests. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Pretoria.